Okay, let's build a pie chart. Go to your toolbox in the Charting Tool tab. Click on Pie Graph Tool, and we'll define our area that we want the chart to be built in, and now pops our spreadsheet again. This time we're just going to type in the numbers manually. It's kind of faster sometimes if you just got a few numbers, and in this case we're going to pretend we've got the respondents of a poll. So those responded that said yes, we'll say 50%, and we're going to use really simple numbers here just for the sake of the illustration here. No, 30%. Again, no characters, only dots. You can only have decimal points. Undecided, 20%. Okay, there you go. Make sure when you're making a pie chart, you've got to understand that the purpose of a pie chart is a representation of 100% of our information. And imagine this being a cherry pie or an apple pie or something, and you're dividing the pie up into portions to share with your friends. Each portion in the pie has to be accounted for the pie to be 100%. So you always double check to make sure that everything adds up to 100%. So 50, 30, and 20, that makes 100%. Then what we can do is we'll hit the check mark, and don't panic. If this happens, it's because you don't have your transpose column set properly. So we're going to transpose it so that now the numbers come across horizontally, and when you hit OK, it will appear as a complete pie chart. Okay, I'll show you how we can use the other, what you just saw when we transpose it, and show all the circles in a minute. But this is a basic pie chart, and again, making sure that all your percentages add up to 100, because what happens, I can watch what happens here. If I take 30 and I make it 10, it will still plot. Okay, now watch what happens. Okay, this is not 100%. Okay, we're talking 80%. So there's 20% missing there, but it'll force it, and that's not accurate. You've got to make sure that your pie chart, because we have conditioned our readers in our culture, is that we always identify a pie chart as 100% of a whole. Okay, so let's go back and make that 30, and you'll see it go right back to its proper proportions. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll click out of that. Many times I find that these pie charts can be kind of difficult to lay out on a page or however you're going to use it, because there might be too many slices in it and you've got labels going all over the place. There's another option here that I like to use, is taking the percentages and plotting them as a stacked column graph. Now watch what happens when I do this. Under Object, go Graph Type, and I'm going to go stack it like this. Now look at it. Now it works. Very, very interesting. And a lot of times what you can do is you can now put your labels across here, and they all line up real nicely along the side here, and not have to go around in a circle. And then in that case, we're going to delete the. I would actually, when I do these, I'll just take and I'll delete these scales here, and not use the scales, and put all my labels along the side. But then that's another option. Now let's go back again to the pie chart, and Object, Graph Type, whoops, Object, Graph Type, and I'm going to get a pie chart. Now remember what happened that last time when we had it here. Let's go under Data, Graph Data. Go under Graph Data. Now watch what happens when we transpose this. Now it becomes these circles. I don't normally will use this type of graph as a percentage comparison, but rather a number value. So I would like to, I mean, these are good if you're seeing like extreme cases where there's a huge difference between the two of them, and it really emphasizes the actual pieces of the pie better as circles, and you'll see some of these. But make sure that you decide which design works the best for you. But most of the time, these I will keep them either as a stacked column or a pie chart.